Hello there, Star Wars fans, and welcome back to another RebelScum.com video review. Today, we are reviewing the new Galaxy's Edge. I'm going to call it the Droid Depot Droid Pack 2, because this is the second set out of the, well, sets of Black Series figure packs we've gotten from Galaxy's Edge now. So back around when Galaxy's Edge opened up, we got the first Droid Depot pack that featured DJ Rex, R2-D2, C-3PO, and BB-8. Now, this one here features some brand new droids. So last time we got one new unique droid. This time we're getting 3. And of course we're getting 4 droids in this pack, but I'm going to stick with unique here on the 3 thing. Mostly because the battle droid's not a new figure. Unfortunately, it is the same battle droid. Of course, we'll get into that when we start talking about the battle droid out of this pack. But the battle droid is the same that has been released in both Black Series Phase 3 number 83 and the Black Series 50th Anniversary card, Phantom Menace card back release of the battle droid. So all 3 of those are the same figure release. They all have the same paint job, the same weathering effects in the same places. There might be some variation here or there just because of the way the printing was done when they printed on those weathering effects, but it's not significant enough variation to determine whether or not one is actually different from the other. So it is unfortunately the same droid. It is, in my opinion, the biggest disappointment of this pack, even though it's such an awesome pack and it's such an awesome figure. So for those of you who don't already have a battle droid, this is a really, really great way to get one, especially because the value of this pack is just really, really good too. It's $75 retail, American, and you get a KX series droid, a BB unit, which now we have 2 different BB units in Black Series. The first Black Series pit droid, which is very awesome. Re-release of Babu Frik, whose value is not significantly high, but worth it to buy this pack. And of course a battle droid, which battle droids have a decent amount of value on their own anyway. So really awesome value in this pack. You're getting 5 figures for 75 bucks. When figures currently in retail are an average of at least 30 now. I mean, do some quick math there. I think it's worth it. Anyway, here is the pack. It looks really, really awesome. You got the artwork of all of those droids right there on the front, on the back. It labels out every single individual droid for you. You get a little bit of some words and things there. Very, very brief bio. And just like with the first set of Galaxy's Edge figure packs, you got that awesome open window right here, so you can see all of your figures arranged. And again, they look awesome. There was quite a bit I was excited about with this pack when I had to get it. The thing I was most excited about was CB23. I was very excited about getting CB23. For those of you who are not aware of what CB23 is, aside from being, there we go. There we go. Aside from being the second BB astromech that we have got in the Black Series 6-inch scale, CB23, who does not want to stand up straight. Come on, girl. Oh, we're almost there. Bam. Nailed it. CB23, for those of you who don't know, is also one of the original droid characters of the series Star Wars Resistance. CB23 was introduced in, I want to say, late Season 1, and then she was a prominent character throughout Season 2. For those of you who have not watched Resistance and maybe had a hard time getting through Season 1, Season 1 gets much better towards the end, and Season 2 is very entertaining with a lot of cool new characters and concepts. And unfortunately, I think the show was canceled before it actually established, well, not before, right as it was establishing its footing. So now we have 2 original Resistance characters in the Black Series. Both were released in Galaxy's Edge packs. We have CB23, and then the one that came out previously was Commander Pyre, and that was in the first Order Galaxy's Edge figure pack. Now, We won't have any other Resistance characters coming anytime soon, as far as we know. Nothing's been announced, not even any rumors, but we don't do rumors here. So, as far as I've seen, there's been no whispers or anything about any other Resistance characters coming out anytime soon. No Kazuto, no Tam, no Yeager, no Bucket, no Captain Doza, no Tora Doza, unfortunately. There's a lot of cool characters in Resistance that I hope some point down the road we get figures for. But for now, we got two. We got CB23, and I love her color scheme. Just really, really love that color scheme. And for comparison, here she is next to BB-8, who is also in the series for a good portion of the first season. And there you go. BB-8 and CB-23, they're right there side by side. So there's the two BB units in Star Wars Black Series. Hopefully we'll get a BB-9E at some point. Honestly, I feel like rather than repacking the mouse droid in the second First Order pack, I feel like they kind of should have done BB-9E or something. Now, we do still get an astromech. We get the R5 unit that is part of the Rise of Resistance ride, which is still very exciting and awesome. But, I don't know, I kind of feel like we shouldn't have got another mouse droid. It is what it is. Anyway, next up here we have the KX series droid, the K7R1. You can see at Galaxy's Edge, or at least parts of him. There are so many cool droid parts if you go to the Droid Depot at Galaxy's Edge. And if you want to see some of the content for Droid Depot, check out our one of our various videos of us attending Galaxy's Edge and covering Galaxy's Edge for your viewing pleasure, of course, so that you can see all the awesome things Galaxy's Edge has to offer. So here's our newest KX series droid. This is, of course, a repaint of K2SO, who is another KX series droid. So now we have two different KX series droids, technically three if you include the red eye variant of K2SO from Black Series Phase 3. And for comparison, here is the Black Series KX series droid K2SO, or, you know, since it's, you know, K2 doesn't have any special markings in comparison to a regular Imperial Century droid, just your regular Imperial Century droid, if that's how you like it. Really awesome looking. I really, really like the beige coloring on the arm plating here down at the forearm and the hand. He's got this interesting faceplate pattern on his, well, right here over his eyes, and then right here on his chest. I even like the little weathering effects. You'll notice he's got some interesting weathering effects over on this plate. He doesn't have any Imperial cogs at all on either arm like K2 does. And I also like the little like scraping weathering effect right here on his plating, right there on his right thigh. And it's interesting. It's almost like there's some kind of either red plating underneath, or maybe this was a droid painted red and then painted, you know, metallic and then black over it. Who knows? I'm not talking about like the figure specifically. I'm not saying Hasbro cast this in red plastic and then did that. I'm saying maybe underneath the plating this droid has that. Who knows? That's kind of a cool little bit of detail. He also has gray on the sockets as opposed to just the solid black shoulder sockets that K2 has. And he's got some other little like metallic detailing. Like there's chrome bits here, just some chrome little bits here. And I mean, as far as major differences, that's pretty much it between the two. Again, a pretty cool droid. This is having another KX series droid is, I think, really nice. Maybe at some point we'll see the First Order version, the First Order upgraded version of this, like we saw in the Resistance series at some point. I think that would be pretty neat, but who knows. Anyway, next up here we have, we're going to go with the battle droid next. Here we have the battle droid. Set these guys over here. Here we have the new battle droid. Again, this battle droid is the same. There isn't really any major differences between this one and the Black Series Phase 3 number 83 Battle Droid, and the 50th Phantom Menace card back Battle Droid. Still fully articulated, has the exact same articulation as the others, still folds up, still has basically the same weathering effects in the same places. And that's kind of where I'm a little disappointed with this. I love the Battle Droid mold. It's one of my favorite Black Series figures because I personally just really, really love Battle Droids. I always have, ever since I was a little kid. And I'm a little disappointed in a figure that's so easy to do, to just churn out various repaints with. Hasbro just kind of hasn't. And this one should have been like maybe the, you know, Freemakers Roger, or some kind of mixed matched armor plated Battle Droid. You know, something simple like what they did with this guy right here. Maybe give him gray, you know, forearms, or chrome forearms because the coating wore off or something. I don't know. Maybe this one could have been a mix of parts. Like maybe he had an officer's paint job on his head, but had the Geonosis arm or something. Something different should have been done with this Battle Droid, in my opinion. I feel like out of all of the releases in this pack, this one is unfortunately the weakest when it's my favorite droid model out of the pack. So that's just kind of my 2 cents on it. Again, here's the new one. Here's the original. There's a slight difference in the color. Just slight. If you have them side by side, you can kind of tell it's there, but it's not much of one. Again, the weathering effects are basically all in the same spots, like I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the video. Some of the like brown or rust looking spots or dirt scuffs on him are a little bit more pronounced on this one than they are on the original release, which I'm holding in my left hand right now. But they're still in the same spots as the other, so it's just slightly different, but unfortunately not different enough. Like maybe if they had done the legs completely muddied up, cool. That would have been a little bit more exciting than just, all right, repack the Battle Droid again. You know, I mean, is it just me? If it's just me, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the forums. Again, if you don't already have a Battle Droid, awesome. Then there you go. But I already had a Battle Droid, so that's where I'm kind of like, come on, give us something a little different. Now, granted, the other droid, not Droid Depot, well, yes, Droid Depot. The other Droid Depot, of course, had a re-release of R2, BB-8, and C-3PO, so there is also that. Then again, that C-3PO was a little bit different. The BB-8, not very different. The R2 was a clean R2, just didn't come with any accessories. And so there wasn't a whole lot there. So in comparison to unique droids from this pack to that one, this pack has greatly improved. Do not get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. All right, so there's the Battle Droid. Go ahead and, so we don't confuse the two, we'll give this one the officer's antenna. He does come with the same accessories as the other Battle Droid releases. So he comes with a blaster rifle, the swappable officer's antenna. So just like the other Battle Droids, you can have 3 different Battle Droid configurations, of course. You can have regular infantry, that's with the full-size compact. You can have the officer's unit right here, that's with the officer's antenna right there. Or you can have the security or working class variant, which is no compact, no officer's antenna. So that's what's kind of nice about each Battle Droid release, is you get technically 3 different Battle Droids released in one pack because of those things right there. We'll go ahead and give him his blaster rifle. He's also the only figure in this pack to come with a blaster, so that's pretty cool. Like I said, don't get me wrong. As much as I was disappointed in this figure for them not doing any kind of different paint job or anything, I still love it. It's still an awesome figure release. Hey. There we go. Now stand over here. And last but not least, out of the droids in this pack, here we have the first ever Black Series Pit Droid. Now, hopefully we'll be seeing another one of these released in mass market retail at some point. And I'm hoping that not only do we see another one of these released, but we see one released with maybe a slightly different paint scheme. I would love to see one of these released with Peli from The Mandalorian. I have a feeling with all of her appearances in both seasons of The Mandalorian, her prominent role in Book of Boba Fett as well, I have a feeling that at some point in the future in the Black Series, we'll likely be seeing a Peli figure. But I hope with that, since she's going to be a bit of a smaller character, and sometimes they like to double pack smaller characters, not always, but sometimes, I'm hoping maybe that would be the vehicle of which where we get a mass retail pit droid. And hopefully it's a different color. Maybe it's one of the beige pit droids with some like green line work, or beige pit droids with maroon line work on it. Who knows? Regardless, I hope we get another one sometime soon, and I hope it's not the exact same one, because this one's very cool, and I like it when they do repacks, but they do repaints with those repacks. That way you got, you know, a little bit of variation amongst your droids. Anyway, fully articulated. Head is on a ball joint, so it does turn. You got that lower neck joint. You got that, again, ball joint up there. Shoulders are on a ball joint. You got a little bit of a swivel joint right there at the bottom of the shoulder. Double jointed elbows and wrist joints. You got that upper ab crunch. You got those hips. Hips are on a ball joint. Upper thigh. They did a very good job on the articulation on this. Single jointed knees, ankles, and you can rotate the foot as well on that ankle joint. So again, very, very articulated, and yes, it does fold up. So what you're gonna do here is you're going to bring that ab all the way down. I might be doing this backwards actually. It's this way. Bring it this way. There we go. Bring that head down like so. Bring those legs back and then fold those shins up. And then we're going to bring those feet down. Next, we're going to come up to these arms. We're going to fold it on both elbow joints. Those are going to double fold back. And then we're just going to tuck that arm in, tuck that other arm in. And there you go. There's the pit droid all folded up. I love that. Not only is this our first Black Series pit droid, but this is our first pit droid action figure in either 3 3/4 scale or 6-inch scale that can actually completely fold up and back into a regular full-size pit droid. And then, of course, last but not least, the last figure out of the pack is a little Babu Frik. So this is our third Babu Frik figure release, the first of which being came with C-3PO in the Phase 3 packaging. It was a Target exclusive back when Rise of Skywalker was coming out. Then we got the Holiday Babu Frik that came out with a Holiday Trooper. Well, this is a re-release of the one that came with C-3PO, so if you weren't able to get a hold of the Babu Frik through getting that C-3PO and you haven't been wanting to buy another C-3PO figure because you probably have several C-3PO figures or at least one at this point, well, now you can get them with a bunch of unique droids and a battle droid. And there you go. Oh, that Roger's down. Good thing this is the officer. He just got promoted. Same articulation, still has those shoulder joints, and that's pretty much it for the arms. His visor does still come down just like with the other figure. You've got that waist joint right here, nothing else at the legs, but still pretty decently articulated. And there you have it, guys. There is the new Droid Depot pack from Galaxy's Edge. If you weren't able to get it on shopdisney.com, don't worry. If you're able to get to the Disney parks or Disney Springs, if they carry these in Disney Springs again, then go ahead and pick them up if you see it in person, because it's an awesome, awesome pack. Cost-wise, I think it is well worth it. Again, you're getting for 75 bucks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 figures, when on average these days, figures are at least about $30. So get them while you can. I think they're pretty awesome. What do you think about these droids? What do you like most about this pack? What do you think could be better about this pack? Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the forums what you think. We love hearing that feedback from you guys because that's why we do this kind of content. Stay tuned for more awesome RebelScum.com content. We do all kinds of daily posts, videos, articles, news, all kinds of things all the time. And make sure you're subscribed to us on our YouTube channel. That way you have those notifications when a new video gets posted. And make sure you go to RebelScumShop.com for some awesome Rebel Scum swag and merch. Stay tuned for more. We'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. May the Force be with all of you, you Rebel Scum.